Hi there, I'm James, and I'm an interview coach from the free job interview training website megainterview.com. And in this tutorial, I will teach you how to answer interview questions about conflict resolution. And to achieve this goal, here is what I will discuss during this tutorial. To help you succeed in your job interview, I will discuss Number 1. The top 5 most commonly asked interview questions about conflict resolution. Number 2. Important tips to answer questions about conflict resolution with confidence. Number 3. Top scoring example answers that you can use to your advantage. And finally, Number 4. I will tell you where you can find over 10,000 free interview questions and top scoring example answers. Now, just very quickly, if you are new to the Mega Interview channel, please make sure you subscribe so that we can help you and other candidates pass your interview on the first try. We can only help you if you support the channel, so please give the video a thumbs up because it motivates us to keep creating content for you. Thank you, and now let's discuss the important tips that you should focus on when answering conflict resolution interview questions. Here are 3 important tips you should take into account, and after that I will tell you how to answer the most commonly asked conflict resolution interview questions. Tip number 1. Be specific and provide examples. Use specific examples from your past experiences to illustrate how you successfully managed conflicts. This allows the interviewer to understand the context, actions you took, and the outcomes achieved, giving them confidence in your abilities. Tip number 2. Highlight your active listening skills. Emphasize your ability to listen actively and attentively to understand different perspectives during conflicts. This demonstrates your willingness to consider others' viewpoints and find common ground, which is essential for effective conflict resolution. Tip number 3. Showcase your problem-solving abilities. Discuss your approach to analyzing conflicts, identifying the underlying issues, and proposing practical solutions. Highlight your ability to think critically and creatively to address conflicts in a constructive manner. In order to assist you in preparing for your interview, here are 5 example questions and answers. Please keep in mind that these responses are intended as examples, and that it is essential to customize your answers to meet the specific demands of the position for which you are applying. Let's have a look at question number 1. Can you give an example of a situation where you faced a conflict at work? How did you handle it? In my previous role as a sales representative, I encountered a conflict with a client who was dissatisfied with the service provided by our company. The client expressed frustration and threatened to terminate the contract, which could have had a significant impact. To address the conflict, I first actively listened to the client's concerns without interrupting. I empathized with their frustrations and took ownership of the issues they raised. Next, I proactively engaged our internal team, including the customer service and technical departments, to investigate and address the root causes of the problem. I maintained open communication with the client throughout the process, providing regular updates on the steps being taken. I also offered immediate short-term solutions to mitigate the impact on their business while we worked towards a long-term resolution. By taking a collaborative and proactive approach, we were able to address the client's concerns effectively. Ultimately, the client appreciated our responsiveness and commitment to resolving the issues. As a result, we were able to retain the client's business and rebuild trust through improved service delivery and ongoing communication. This is an excellent answer that demonstrates your conflict resolution skills. Now let's move on to question number 2. How do you handle disagreements or conflicts within a team? In my previous role, I encountered a conflict when 2 team members had differing opinions on the best approach to tackle a complex problem we were facing. Both team members were highly invested in their ideas, and tensions were rising. Recognizing the need to address the conflict promptly and constructively, I intervened by acknowledging each team member's perspective and facilitating a respectful dialogue. I encouraged active listening and asked open-ended questions to foster understanding between the team members. Additionally, I suggested a brainstorming session where we could combine the strengths of both approaches to find a viable solution. This allowed the team members to see the value in each other's ideas and collaborate effectively. To ensure a fair resolution, I facilitated a compromise that incorporated elements from both perspectives. This resolved the conflict, but also boosted team morale as the team members felt heard and acknowledged. By promoting open communication, empathy, and finding a common ground, I was able to transform the conflict into a positive and collaborative experience, contributing to the successful completion of the project. This is a great answer that demonstrates that you can effectively address a conflict between two team members with differing opinions. Let's move on to question number 3. Tell me about a time when you dealt with a difficult customer. How did you handle the situation? In a previous role, I encountered a challenging situation with a dissatisfied customer. They expressed frustration regarding our service, and I recognized the importance of addressing their concerns promptly and professionally. I remained calm and composed, actively listening to understand their perspective fully. Empathy played a crucial role in handling the situation. I acknowledged their frustration and assured them that I genuinely cared about resolving the issue. I asked open-ended questions to gather details and gain a deeper understanding of their specific concerns. To address their concerns, I took responsibility and offered immediate solutions. I presented alternative options that aligned with their needs, ensuring they felt heard and valued throughout the process. I maintained a positive and friendly tone, fostering a supportive atmosphere. After resolving the issue, I followed up with the customer to ensure their satisfaction. By maintaining professionalism and a customer-centric approach, I successfully turned a challenging situation into a positive customer experience. This is a top-scoring answer that demonstrates your ability to handle difficult customer situations effectively. Let's move on to question number 4. Have you ever faced a conflict where you had to compromise to find a resolution? Can you provide an example? Yes, in my previous role as a marketing manager, I encountered a conflict during a cross-functional project where the sales team and the design team had differing opinions on the visual direction for a new product launch. The sales team wanted a more traditional and conservative design, while the design team advocated for a bold and innovative approach. To find a resolution, I organized a meeting with representatives from both teams to discuss their perspectives openly. I facilitated a constructive dialogue where each team had the opportunity to present their ideas and rationale. It became evident that a compromise would be necessary to align the creative vision with the target market's preferences. After extensive discussion, we reached a compromise where we incorporated the ideas of both the sales team and the design team. This approach satisfied both teams and allowed us to strike a balance between market appeal and creativity. The compromise resulted in a successful product launch, positively impacting sales while receiving recognition for its unique design elements. This is an excellent answer that demonstrates that you can successfully compromise to find a resolution to a conflict. Now let's have a look at question number 5. How do you manage conflicts when priorities or deadlines change unexpectedly? In my previous role, we faced a situation where a critical deadline was unexpectedly moved up by 2 weeks due to a client's request. This change created conflicts among team members who were already working on time-sensitive tasks. To address the conflict, I promptly scheduled a team meeting to foster open communication. Each team member had an opportunity to express their concerns and challenges. We brainstormed potential solutions, considering task dependencies and resource availability. Through collaboration, we developed a revised project plan that accommodated the new deadline without compromising quality. We redistributed tasks, adjusted timelines, and encouraged increased collaboration to ensure successful delivery. This experience taught me the importance of proactive communication, collaboration, and adaptability in managing conflicts when priorities or deadlines change unexpectedly. By creating a supportive and solution-oriented environment, we navigated conflicts effectively and achieved our goals. This is a top-scoring answer that demonstrates that you can navigate conflicts effectively. So, the next thing I want you to do is head straight to megainterview.com, and you can find more than 10,000 free job interview questions and answers for any job position you're looking for. You will also find more information about writing a resume and cover letter, and also job search advice and career advancement tips that will put you ahead of the competition. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button so that we can help you and other candidates pass their job interviews. And do not forget to like the video. By liking the video, you let us know that you like the interview questions and answers given, and it also motivates us to create more content. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all the best with passing your next job interview.